Occupy Wall Street protesters kicked off a day of action with an effort to shut down Wall Street and block entrances to the New York Stock Exchange.
We have a two-tiered system of justice in this country where the banks can get away with more or less whatever they want, and the ordinary person gets arrested for, carrying a sign on the sidewalk.
All day, all week, Occupy Wall Street!
The protests were planned for some time, but the city's decision 2 days ago to remove the movement's encampment at Zucotti Park energized protesters. Crowds surged out of the park and flooded the financial district.
The bravery, the courage, the resistance that we see on the streets of New York City is so important for the rest of the country. So I am thrilled to be here. I came up yesterday afternoon from Washington, D.C. to make sure I was here to add my tiny little voice to all of these.
We are one! We are one! And as we are one! And as we are one! They will never destroy us! Destroy us!
Police were out on the streets in full force, many of them in riot gear. And though the protesters insisted their actions were nonviolent, standoffs with riot police were tense. After this group of protesters blocked an intersection, it only took this man angrily shrugging off an officer's grip to bring a strong reaction from police. Numerous protesters were arrested as skirmishes broke out at spots all around Wall Street. Protesters continued to regroup and clash with police as they were pushed off streets and away from barricades. Many of them accused police of using unnecessary force.
I just witnessed a police officer punch an innocent man in the face about 5 times, and I tried to report this crime to multiple police officers, probably about 10 or 15. They are supposed to protect us.
One day they'll realize just because you have a badge does not mean you have respect. It does not mean you have dignity.
The whole world is watching!
Protesters made their way back to Zucotti Park to regroup, pushing barricades aside and again occupying the park. In the evening, they moved to Foley Square and marched across the Brooklyn Bridge.